Good morning. Ooh, what a day. This is my second attempt at getting on. My computer booted me out the first time, and I'm going, oh no. And then the second time, I almost got it already, and then it booted me out again. So the great teachers. So I want to talk about the earth, these stone counts, what I'm doing. So what I do is I pull the stones from the earth count and one stone from the earth count and one stone from the great teachers. The reason I do that is because they work together. I also pull a card, and it comes from various decks. So I've got probably 1,000 decks here. So not really. I've got probably about 20. So when I pull the cards from a deck, then it just solidifies and wraps it all up in a beautiful little bow. I like the triangle, that triangle of unity. I like that. So that's why I do the three. And the earth count teachings, you can see on my video library. I've got them all in there for free. And I've got the great teachers all for free in my video library as well. There's all kinds of information. I try to keep it as informative as possible and give you some information. Also, please feel free to contact me if you're looking for private work or anything like that. And with that, let's get started. Hey, Lee, how are you? Good morning. I haven't spoken to you for a while, and I missed your beautiful face. Did you know Lee was the best cooker? He came here and he made some beautiful shrimp linguine, and I absolutely loved it. It was wonderful, Alfredo. It was beautiful. Thanks. He's a great cook. So here we go. Number five. Lee, you're sitting in number five today. Number five is smack in the middle of the medicine wheel, and it is human. What is it like to be human? So if you imagine this beautiful, beautiful beam of light coming down into the birthing section, and then all of a sudden being birthed into this body that you have as this little tiny baby, I want you to go back to that moment of birth of that child and go and take find a picture of yourself if you can as a baby and put it in front of you and talk to it. There's some healing work that needs to be done there, and there's a connection that you need to make that wasn't made for you with your parents. So it's come in and put that photo in front of you, get rid of all the distractions around you, and just allow yourself to drop into that energy of speaking to yourself as you would any child, any newborn, and connect back to that. There's a disconnection that's calling you, and it's saying now is the time for him to mend that so that I can move forward. You're also sitting in spirit today, which really corresponds with what that was. So, spirit is asking you for this. Your own soul self is saying, come on, buddy, I need you to do this. I need you to connect. I need you to fill that gap that wasn't given to you when you were first born. And I know often we don't, well, I wasn't there. Like I'm an adult now and I don't remember all. Of course, we don't remember that. That's okay, but just allow yourself to speak to that photo with love, with care, compassion. And if there was, I wish you were here, because if you were, I would give you a doll that I've got that I get people to hold. But I want you to just feel that energy of it and imagine that energy and hold yourself like you would have wanted to be held, and allow yourself that rocking process to nurture yourself, because you're missing something within that bonding, that initial moment of that first breath. And you're sitting in the covenant, the sacred contract. Can't make this up. So the sacred contract is a contract that you made as a seed cell to come and experience being human. You came down here and you wanted to experience being, and you, I don't know if you had planned that you would be missing that piece, or if you were planning on having that piece there but it didn't happen. But one way or another, to be a complete human and experience everything in the process, there's a lot of healing work to do. There's a lot of ancestral stuff to do, and this is a teaching planet, and that might have been your very first lesson of not getting that bond that you were looking for right off the hop. There was a disconnect at birth. And so, like I said, go back in. And I know that you made this contract to do this, but you also made the contract to heal yourself. So let's get going on it. Take that deep breath. rock yourself, cry, do whatever you need, and tell that baby everything that you want yourself to hear. Okay, so it's an emotional day today, but boy, that's a big step for you. And Lee, contact me because my online program starts in October, and you and I can have that conversation about getting you online. Okay, love you. So Luisha, good morning, my dear. And I'm going to do one for Kim here too shortly, but I'll wait. So, Luisha, you are in 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of the medicine wheel. And I know you know this because I saw your beautiful stones yesterday. I love it. Thank you for doing that. So, Luisha has number 8 today. Number 8 are the cycles of natural law. What are the cycles of natural law? Well, that means from going young to old. That can mean from the different seasons, all the different things. What goes up has to come down. It's the cycle of natural law. So, right now, you're witnessing the end of life. You're witnessing that the age part through your mom as you yourself, you look back at your grandchildren, your children, yourself, your mother, and you're looking into that and you're watching all the process that your mom is going through as she is navigating this seniorness in the last few years of her life, and you are being a big part of that, and celebrate that connection that you have and how beautiful it is to nurture another person in that cycle of their life. I think we have, as humans, have kind of locked ourselves out of that, where the younger generations kind of don't stay connected to the older generations, and we lose that bond of watching them through this cycle, and just sit in that cycle. And I know in the back of your mind is who's going to support me when I'm where my mom is, because I see myself drifting closer and closer to that doorway. And all I can tell you is let's just trust spirit, and the right people will be wherever they're supposed to be, whether it be family or whether it not. But I can tell you, your mom never planned on you doing all this for her. So let's just celebrate that and support your mom today in this process that she's going through. And what a beautiful thing, and what a beautiful gift, because so many people are not granted that gift. So, aho, I love that. And now you're sitting in the east, and you're sitting in defeat, and it could be a matter of looking at everything that I give, but by God, when am I going to start receiving? And know that receiving doesn't have to come from family. Receiving can come from friends. Receiving can just be who you are, and be the floater, be the one that's always around. But when you need support, ask for support. I need support today, and this is what I need. And then allow that to happen. But then be gracious enough to accept the gifts that are being offered, and not try to find ways to not do it, or to yeah, it's okay, I'll just rub it out under the rug, because those support offerings are really important to acknowledge today. So pay attention to that as you're supporting your mom in all the little things, and know that you too need support in little things. And you're sitting in the wailing tree is the reconciliation. I swear you can't make this up. So this is that reconciliation. I'm going to reconcile, even if it's reconcile with self, but reconcile with your family, your grandchildren. Get in touch with everybody today. Just, and I feel that grandchild, woo, grandchild. There's in really strong that's associated with grandchildren, and it's really around you, like I mean, is wrapping up heavy. So that bonding that you're going to have with your grandchildren, there is a really tight bonding that's going to get knitted together soon. And when that happens, pay attention to all the different flow of how they've developed over their life, how your children have developed, and how you've developed, how your mom is developing, as that cycle of life continues, is in your face. So I love it. And it's a good thing, Luisha. Um, Chelsea, hey Chelsea, you are brand new. Can I get a reading, please? Absolutely. Chelsea, you are sitting in the number one. The number one sits in the east of the medicine wheel. That is the it is the beginning of the spark of something new. So when we think of something, just something random off our top of our head, why did we think of that? But that wasn't a mistake. It was because these thoughts come in, and sometimes it takes that first thought to begin to germinate the seed. And so right now you're in a thought process, you're in the germinating stage of new beginnings, you're in that germinating stage of creation, of where can I go? What can I do? And how is this going to look for me? So allow that germination of thoughts to continue on. I like to get a thought journal. And I know it sounds weird. Yeah, and really if you were to come here, I have probably about 15 different types of books, and each book is an idea book, a thought book, and then another one is a dream book, and another one is, yeah, down the road. I got lots of them that are going on. But you're also sitting in fear of that. So what if, can I even fathom of bringing forward what I would like? I visualize this thing, and I keep thinking, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be nice if I could have it? Start turning around and saying out loud and to yourself, that is beginning for me. That is beginning now. It is growing. I can achieve that. I can have that. There's no limits. The only limit that we have on ourselves is ourselves. So you ever see somebody who's out there, rah, 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 me, and rah, 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 and they look like they've got so much confidence, is because they believe that they can do whatever it is they want to do. And we sometimes, the rest of society kind of goes, oh, let's listen to them. But I'm telling you to put yourself on that pedestal. Listen to yourself. Rah, rah, you've got this. And allow that seed to start growing and develop what it is your dreams are calling for. Now's the time to do that. And you were looking at the lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom. You get those thought processes on purpose. Those thought processes have come down from your book of life. This is something that I need to nourish. I know I need to nourish it, but I don't know how. That's listening to spirit, because they planted that seed. It's waking up. That's why you've got that idea. And now, if it's really, really calling you, start processing it. Every day, do one thing towards it. And if you're doing things and it doesn't achieve or doesn't fit in alignment with what your dream is, then don't go there. Even if everyone else is, just simply don't go there. Do what's right for you in that process to get you moving where you need to be. So, and know that that ancestral lineage is also walking with you, as well as your ancestors. They're all holding you and going, we've got you. Don't feel alone. We've got you. So that's your reading today, and welcome to the readings. Miss Kim, good morning, my dear. 5, 10, 11, 12. 12 is yours. 12 is the galaxies, all the planets everywhere. And interesting, because Kim is a wonderful tarot reader, and everything is opening. Kim, man, I tell you, your downloads are huge right now. And your confidence is growing, and the information that you're getting is getting stronger and stronger. And it's almost like all that cosmo energy is just boom. But be careful not to get too overwhelmed in it, because it can drain you as well. And you're sitting in victory today. Number 19, victory, one of my favorite things to sit in. Victory is not ego. Oh, look at me, look at me. Victory is absolutely enjoying where you're at, not rubbing it in other people's face, but saying, you know what, geez, I worked really hard to get here, and I'm so darn proud of myself. And sit in that, pat yourself on the back, and don't be afraid to let people know what you've achieved. Look at me, I'm doing this, and get out and tell the world I'm doing this. So I'm telling everybody, Kim is a wonderful tarot card reader. She also does, oh my gosh, I don't know what the name of that thing is that you do, Kim, so you can write it down. But she does this other type of teaching too. And man, she's awesome. I highly recommend her. So the next person is, I'm sorry, this is pretty small and I'm trying to read it. Dionysia. I butchered that name, and I'm really sorry. You got a green circle with a pink heart in the middle, and I love that. So whatever your name is, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm sorry I messed your name up. I'm not real good with names. Kim does chakra balance using cognitive behavioral therapy. Woohoo, big words, right? But my God, she's good. She helps you get through the stuff that you're working through. So thanks, Kim, for that. So okay, we're gonna get back to this reading for I'm just going to call you D because I can't say your name, but the green circle with the pink heart, this is for you. You're sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 of the medicine wheel is this. Ooh, moon movement and energy. And moon movement and energy is actually calling to you right now. It's saying, oh my gosh. Um, it's like that cycle. It's almost like you've gone through a cycle, but you're into another cycle, but you're into an ether cycle. You're also into choices. I've got a million choices to make here. I can go this way, I can go this way, and I can go this way, but I'm not sure of which way to go. So, the best way to do that is to tap into your energy and ask yourself because your body knows before your mind knows. So, your body will have a response to what is right or wrong. And I'll give you, I tell everybody to do this. So, if you're watching all the time, you'll have heard this before, but this is so that you can keep it in your mind. Just close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths and say something that you love. I love. And so I'm just going to say, I love my husband. Okay, so that's that. And I felt how it felt in my body, felt real nice and warm and soft. Now I'm going to say the exact same thing I loved, but I'm going to say I hate it. So now I'm going to say, take a deep breath. I hate my husband. Woo. My body, my for me when it's not right, my shoulders turn in and my gut tightens up and my heart space tightens up. So that tells me that's not true. So when you have different choices to make, say I should make the choice of and then say what it is and then say I shouldn't make the choice of and say that thing again and listen to your body responding. It will put you in the right direction. So don't be afraid to do that because you got a lot of choices ahead of you today. Like, I mean, a lot of choices. And you're also sitting in the great teacher. Ooh, you're sitting in sex today. So I'm not sure if sex means sex, but it also can mean in touch with yourself. And sex often gets the connotation that we have to go out and have sex with somebody, but that's not really what it can. It means sexuality. Look at your own sexuality. Just care for your own body. Do something that makes you feel good today. Whether it be a bubble bath with candles, something celebrate you, your body, your essence of who you are in that beautiful, intimate, beautiful way of just you and your body, you and your soul self, because this is you're with this body all day, every day, for the rest of your life, and just celebrate it today. So do something nice today, and yeah, that candlelight bubble bath or whatever it is that works for you, meditation, beautiful, soft, romantic. Song. So what I did myself the other day is I really wanted to dance, but I wanted to dance romantically. And my husband hasn't been feeling very well lately. So I just put on some really nice romantic music and I just held myself and I danced in the living room and I closed my eyes and I just visualized myself just enjoying the embrace. I didn't visualize someone else with me. I just visualized holding myself. And I celebrated that by having that beautiful dance in my living room. So you can do it all different ways. Spend some time with your body today. Whoa, that's a big one. Okay, so Barbara, hey Barbara, struggling today and I'm trying to love myself more. It is a struggle sometimes, isn't it? And I get like that too, where sometimes when we're pulling that, I don't know, that stuff, it just doesn't seem to sit right. And I digress here. I should have drawn a stone for D. So D, this is your card because I forgot to give you that. So this is again the girl with the green circle and the pink heart. This is your card. And your card, you are sitting in the dances on one foot, the balancing act. So that balancing act is sitting in, I kind of don't know where I need to be, and I need a little bit support. So that is why you got that choices, because you got all those choices that you're trying to navigate. So listen to your body knows. Okay, back to Barbara. Sorry, Barbara. I get my mind just kind of goes in a thousand different directions sometimes. You're sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the medicine wheel is moon movement and energy. That one's a big one today. I have 3 full sets of these stones in my basket. So, so you're sitting in moon movement and energy. That is that beautiful energy of creation too. But you're also sitting in choice. Man, oh man, I got so many things to do. I don't know what to do anymore. And I feel it a heavy, actually feels really heavy. It's like I get a burden hanging over me. And I feel like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm afraid to speak. I'm locked into the burden, and I can't speak. If I say what I'm thinking, I'm going to upset somebody. I'm going to hurt somebody. And I may even turn the tables of everything that everyone knows about me. So I'm locked into the burden of silence. It's like I'm sitting like this and I'm afraid to come out. That's what you're sitting in today. And you're also sitting in feelings of the great teachers. And that feelings, I'm an emotional wreck is what it's telling me. I'm feeling this, and then I'm feeling that, and then I'm feeling that, and then I'm pissed off because I'm feeling all these things. That is the energetic that you're holding on to. And the very best advice that I could give you is go out and talk to a tree. Go wherever the nearest tree is. And when you walk up to the tree, before you touch the tree, just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, send all your energy into the ground. If you can do it barefoot, even better. Send all your energy into the ground and then close your eyes. As you close your eyes, put your hand out and start walking towards the tree. Eventually, you're going to start feeling its energy. When you feel its energy touch the tree, keep your eyes closed and feel the bark of the tree and ask the tree to invite you in to speak to you. And then start just pouring your heart out and tell the tree all your burdens, all your worries, all your concerns. That tree will take that information. It may speak. Depends. It really depends on your experience or whatever happens between you and that tree. And if it speaks to you, great. And how do you know it speaks to you? It's those thoughts that come into your mind when you're talking and saying, geez, I don't know about this, or this. And then all of a sudden you get the feeling of, hey, but this is okay. You're going to be all right. Or maybe try this, or that they communicate with us. And they will also take all our worries and they will run it down their tree trunk into the ground. That tree of life, that's in our in all of our veins and everything in us. We are the tree of life as well as that tree. So connect to it. It will listen to you and it will send those worries down to Mother Earth. We are part of this natural cycle. Allow the tree to help you today. So get out and talk to the trees. You're also sitting in the inn. Ooh, the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, it's thick right now, and so the worries can be thick right now. The worries can seem overpowering. I don't know about the future. I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing all this and I'm hearing all that. I'm confused, and I don't feel connected. The best way to get connected is to talk to a tree. That's the number one thing. The next thing that I would suggest is get some earth. Get some earth, but not if you get earth from a bag, that's fine, like soil from a bag, but don't get anything with fertilizer in it. You don't want that. That's chemicals, and we don't want chemicals. So you want some natural earth, and you put it into a bucket. And you know how we used to stick our feet in water to help cleanse our feet or detox us? Well, earth does the same thing. It actually raises your vibrational energy. Even I think it's 1,000 times more. There was a scientific study done that showed your energy, because it was this person was hooked up to a machine and they showed the energy. So I would suggest that you stick your feet in earth for a while. Even give yourself 20 minutes of just putting your feet in soil and just allowing that just to pump in through you, because you need that grounding. You desperately need that grounding right now. I hope that helps for you. And I'm sending you all my love. Debbie, good morning. It was such a pleasure to see you yesterday. Debbie got to see my turkeys and my baby chickens, how fast they're growing. They don't stay babies for long. Uh, Debbie is sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, that 9 is really calling today, isn't it? So you're the third person that's had 9, which is moon movement and energy, and you got stuff happening. And I almost see you, instead of walking this way, you've actually spun around, and your back is to stuff. Your back is going, no, look there, because um I'm not going to waste my energy on what doesn't call me anymore. And so it's like, I'm not draining myself. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to hold on to my own energy. I love that. And yeah, don't get locked up in all that other stuff that's going around. But it's like you've turned a corner, and you're holding on to your own power, your own energy, and really, really celebrate that today. You're sitting in love today as well. You're sitting in number 9. Ooh, 19, love. Love is that beautiful energetic that's holding on to you. And I love myself, I love the earth, and I love those who are connected to me as they choose to be. And so with the ones that are not choosing to be connected to you, it's okay. I'm going to turn my back to you. I'm going to flip around. Not that I'm going to snub you, but I'm not going to drain my energy. I'm going to allow myself to sit in my own power. So what an awesome time that is. And allow that self-love and the love for those who want to share that love with you. And don't worry about the ones that don't. The ones that don't are on their own path. You're also sitting in the fortunes wheel, luck and right timing. Get out and buy a Lotto Max card. Although I'm buying one, so you can get second. But get out there and buy a Lotto Max card. Get out there and actually celebrate, because man, good things are heading your way. And I love that. And remember, what we send out, we get back. So that's that cycle again, that moon movement and energy. If I'm sending out negative, I'm going to get back negative. So I'm going to send out all the bloody love I can, and I know I'm going to get it back 10,000 fold. So that's what you're sitting in today, Debbie. Woo wee. Now I got a lot of new people here. Luisha, hello, Luisha. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, your mom. I tell you, I absolutely love her. So I've done you already. Kim, I've done. And now I'm sitting on Andrea. Andrea, welcome, new subscriber, my beautiful spiritual sister and family. You're most welcome, and it's very nice to meet you. We're sitting on 510 today. So number 10 is pure intellect and measure. Often we judge ourselves how other people judge us. If someone says to us, you're this, and this, and you're getting the negative all the time, pretty soon we start to believe it. So surround yourself today by those people who celebrate who you are. So celebrate the wonderful things you are. Don't worry about all the negative Nellies out there. Just go, hey, you know what? I'm just going to celebrate me. And it doesn't matter what other people think of you. What matters is how you feel on the inside. And did you know that no one can bully you? No one can bully you if you don't let them bully you, because people can throw all the negative stuff at you. But if you don't believe what they're saying to you, you can just brush it off and let it go. So grab it, all the stuff that's being thrown at you, grab it up, throw it to the ground, say, I don't need that stuff. And I don't have to get into the cycle of spitting that crap back to people. I can just sit in it, and it's not worth my time. I'm not going to waste my energy on that. And it's okay to say that. And if you get people phoning you today or messaging you today, and they're in that negative spin, you can actually stop them. Say, really, I really appreciate hearing from you, but right now I'm just sitting in positive today. So hook me up at another date, but today I'm just sitting up in positive, and see how that goes. I've done it several times, and when I do it, people kind of get rocked a little bit because they're not used to that. But there are days that you just need love, and today is a day of celebrating power, celebrating love, and celebrating you. You're sitting in honesty today, which is a great teacher of being able to speak truthfully. So when people are, so I imagine then that someone is going to be coming at you going, even all the negative stuff that you hear just on random Facebook feeds, just flip through it or stay off Facebook for a while if you can. Try not to watch negative videos. Try not to do all that kind of stuff, because it's just going to drag you and sap your energy today. Today is an energy of love. So find everything that lifts you up and not the stuff that's bringing you down. And if people are sending you messages, or I don't know, your friends group or something, trying to get you involved in something that is just going to drag you down, just tell them straight up, I'm sorry, today is not the day for that for me. I'm sitting in love today and higher energy, and I'm not going to get into the lower vibration, because that feeds the lower vibration, and we don't want to do that. You're sitting in the skywriting of fates today. Whoop, there you go. And that skywriting of face is the same thing. Is your future's calling you. Your future is bright. You've got a new doorway. It looks like you're developing something new that you're going to walk into, and it's telling you you're on the right direction. Continue doing what it is that you see that you want to do, because the writing's right there, that you had planned this out many lifetimes ago, that this is what you're going to accomplish, and that is all right at your fingertips to be birthed right now. So whatever it is that you've been working on planning, that is ready for the new rebirthing. And it is a wonderful time. That is like an awesome time for you. So good luck on that. Kim, okay. Hi, Kim, I love you too. So Christy, this is for you, my friend. So Christy, I think you're new here as well. You are sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of duplicates today. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the cycles of natural law, but I see it as a burden today. I don't see it as a celebration, and something to do with a relationship. A relationship is either ending or switching up in some way. There's something happening in the. It feels like it's a burden. It really does. It feels like, oh my God. And either you've gotten yourself locked into a relationship that you're looking to get out of, or you're trying to avoid a relationship with someone, and that relationship is feeling heavy on your gut, and it's going, oh my God, like I just feel locked in today. And again, I'd give you the same advice that I gave someone else earlier, is talk to that tree. And when I'm sitting in that relationship stuff, when I don't want to let it go, and it can be anything, it could be a friend, a coworker, it could be anybody. But when you're sitting in that, we have to speak our truth. We have to speak our truth. If we can't speak our truth to that person, we need to get the words out, because if you don't say the words out loud, you keep it locked inside, and it has power over you. It's the voice that breaks the power. It's family. Okay. So it's the voice that breaks the power. So if we can't speak to the person, speak it out loud. And whatever it is, give it like a sound, because the sound is the vibrational energy that breaks that lock, breaks that chain that's holding on you. And a tree is the best way to do it. I can't tell you how many times I've sat all day long on hanging onto a tree, talking to a tree. Or if you can, lay your belly down on the ground, and as you lay your belly on the ground, allow Mother Earth to come in and bring her beautiful roots up to you, and have you go down to her, and then blend your roots together, and then speak your truth. However it is, Mother Earth will take it. She's okay with that, and is saying, air, you're not sitting in the great teacher today, but you're sitting in air today. You need to breathe. Quit holding your breath. Quit sucking it in. I'm just going to suck it up. You don't need to suck it up. You need to let it go. So instead of telling yourself, I just got to suck it, oh, you need to blow it out. You need to let it go. So when you're laying on that ground, if you can do that, lay down and go, take it right from your toes all the way up into your chest. Up, and then blow it out hard. You need that impact to get it out. And so, if you can allow yourself the freedom to do that and to speak your truth, you're going to feel a whole lot better. If you cry, you cry. It's okay. And you're sitting in the wall. Yep, obstacles. I've got all these damn obstacles in my way. And then I can hear you say in the background, but I can't lay on the ground right now. Or, well, there's no place where I'm by myself to talk to a tree or to do those things. You're going to have to find a place that you can do it. And you know what? I'll tell you, I went to a park once and I was sitting with a tree and I was talking to the tree, and the tree was crying and crying and crying, and I was crying, and there were people walking by on the path watching me, looking at me like I was bonkers, but I needed to be able to release to that tree. And I could hear little kids saying to their parent, "What's she doing?" And the mom would say, "Don't go there, don't go there." But all I was doing was talking to that tree. Um, what is coming towards me in I will do you in just a moment, hon. So anyway, so yeah, talk to that tree and really get into that and allow that to happen. And now you're sitting in, and the card is repairing the veil. So there's some repairing to do in a. It could be even repairing some the relationship, but repair it on your terms. Repair it with the boundaries, because boundaries are important. So it's saying it's okay to repair, but repair with boundaries. Have control for yourself. Now I lost track of where I am. So I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody. Kim, Christy, uh, Florentina. Hey there, Florentina. How are you? And subscribe. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I found your stones everywhere. I love it. So you're sitting in number 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 of the earth count is the very last one. And that is death, conclusion, and rebirth. You are in that cycle of growing something new. I'm done. I'm going to bury all the shit that I had going on, all the burdens, all the stuff, and I'm ready to walk into a new doorway. It's almost literally, I see a doorway. It's closed right now, but you're open it up today and you're going to walk through it. New possibilities, new prospects are just waiting for you on the other side. New people are waiting for you on the other side as well. So don't be afraid to end a cycle. So when something is ending, sometimes it can be a burden and we want to keep hanging on to it. It's telling you let that go and walk through that doorway into the new. It's an important day today for you. I can't make this up. You're also sitting in death, so which is exactly what you were sitting in with the earth count. So it's really strong today. I've got the ending of, and I've got something new. So it's an absolute ending of. So whatever it is cycle you were ending, let it go. Don't try hanging on to it. Don't try knitting it back together and making things work. Don't do that. Just open that new doorway and run right in there, because boy, there's a whole world waiting for you on the other side of that. Ooh, that's a fun one. And you're sitting in also in the farther gate, and it says, "Be bold and step forward." And that's exactly what I said. Now's that time. Swing that door wide open and just jump in. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to swing for the fences. I'm running in and I'm accomplishing what it is I want to accomplish. And look at this whole new world that's waiting for me. So, yeah, it's actually exciting today for you. I love that. Creator inspired. Thank you. Okay, I think that's who's on next. Creator inspired. Welcome, welcome. I think your second or third time that I've seen you on here. This you're sitting in number one. This is a big number one, isn't it? So, whoa, it's number one. It's probably one of my bigger stones. And it is telling you that this is perception, man. This is really calling. So it's funny because it's going, if I put it here, it looks this side. But if I bring it way back there, it looks really tiny. If your burdens are really in your face, don't acknowledge them at here, pull them all the way back here, and now all of a sudden they're tiny. Now I can deal with them. I can deal with them when they're tiny, but I don't want to deal with them when they're so huge in my face. So take tiny chunks today. Don't worry about the big picture. Worry about the little tiny chunks today, and those tiny chunks will help take care of themselves, because you're sitting in a little bit of controversy that's sitting in there, that perception of what am I looking at, big or small perception. And often when we're looking in perception, we're hanging on to belief systems that we've been taught. I'm telling you this, this, and this, and has been taught through generations and told through generations. And then all of a sudden, everything's in a new perspective, and you're going, I don't understand that. And it doesn't make sense to me. So just understand that, just take everything in tiny little chunks. Don't worry about the big picture, because the big picture can be overwhelming. You're also sitting in the great teacher of confrontation. So you're sitting in that as well, and those little, that confrontation, I need to speak my truth, and there may be a conversation that is awkward that you have today, and don't get angry, don't do that kind of stuff. Wait till you're in a calm place where you can speak your truth calmly and speak it, and then if it becomes elevated where it's going to be a big deal, then make it smaller, bring it all the way back and say, I can't deal with that today. I will respond when I'm ready, and I will let you know when I'm ready. It's okay to do that. You don't have to finish and conclude right away. So again, when that thing is really big, make it smaller. You can do that, and it's way easier to handle. You're also sitting in the stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. Anything can happen. So, um, Big Bang Theory is one of my favorite shows, and they say is anything can happen Thursday. So make it an anything can happen Wednesday. Anything can happen today. Anything, and allow it to be. And as these things are unfolding, remember, if it's too much, I'm going to just make it smaller, and I can deal with it that way. Woohoo! It's a good one. Um, Now, let me see about grandmother. Can I ask you some questions about my boyfriend? You can, as long as I don't have to open his book of life. So if you're asking me a question that is actually involving his energetic, and I have to open up his book of life, then I can't answer that. But I can try to give you a general information, because I'm really staunch on not going into other people's energetic if they haven't asked. So go ahead and ask, and we'll see where it goes. Okay. And if I can do that, um, I could have a reading. Okay. About my boyfriend. Yeah, I got that. Found your stones. Perfect. Okay. I'm just reading all these comments, or I'm really slow doing this. I'm just learning how to do this stuff. So, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Welcome. Natalie P. She's got a green circle with an N, just so everyone knows where I am. So you're sitting on 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Oh, 19 is an interesting one. 19 is pure science. The DNA strands that we have in our body, that Kundalini spine, is just lit up. And you're also sitting in freedom. The freedom to be it, because I think that you have been feeling pretty locked up lately, and this is going to allow you. I want you to take deep breaths today, really get some movement going today. If you can get music, and I know most of you have cell phones. I don't. So most of you have cell phones, so get your cell phones out, get some music on, and just kind of flow with the music and get yourself moving with that music, because that music will start percolating and moving in your body, moving all this energy through, because that energy needs to get moving. It's stuck in there and it needs to move out. So we're going to let that move out today. You're also sitting, yeah, you're sitting in raw power. So if you're sitting in raw power, that means when I get moving, I want something that's really going to get me moving. I don't want that gentle flow. I want that raw power to move. So get some music and get moving today. That will help move that energy that's being stuck in there. And you're sitting in the netcaster. You're sitting in the preparation that will come to fruition. So you have cast this net out really big, like a fisherman's cast his net in the water. And now when I'm moving that energy, I'm going to get everything moving. I'm getting everything all set up, because when I bring that net in, man, watch my stuff that's coming to me. I'm bringing all this stuff to me. So allow yourself to just now open your vessel so that you can receive. That's where you're sitting today. Woo-hoo, that's a good one. Um, High vibe, great. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yes, family, subscription. Please do a reading. I did you. I'm down. Oh, I'm getting all the way down there, and I'm at CRSTAZ, or I think Z three, I'm not sure. Anyway, what you have is I can't tell what's in the picture. So anyway, I hope that I get you, and I hope you know who the heck you are, because I can't tell. Anyway, you are sitting on 510. Whoa, sorry, wrong one. Two, number two of the earth. It's interesting because the earth's vibration is on the other side of this stone. Some stones require that I do another flip on them of what the stone itself is telling me at the time. So you're sitting on number two is earth, and that's Mother Earth, but that is the reflection of Mother Earth. Remember, we're a mirror to each other. And right now, someone is mirroring back to you big time. It's either they're mirroring back to you or you're mirroring back to them, or it's both at the same time. And when we mirror somebody, if they're not place, they're going to receive all the negative stuff because that's all they want is. But if they're sitting in a really good place, they're going to want to see good. So what I send out, I want to get back. So imagine a friend said something and you're pissed off at that friend, and everything they say after that just aggravates the heck out of you. But when you're sitting in a good place, they could say those exact same things and it's all great. And that's that mirroring. So it's how you sit too. So change your attitude when you get in and they're triggering you. Know that it's them mirroring back to you. What And ask yourself, gee, what am I seeing when I get upset with them? Actually is happening in my body at the same time? Because let's assume, when I'll tell you an instance. So my husband was doing something really upset me. I felt really abandoned. So whenever he dismissed me and dismissed my words, I felt abandoned. So wow, that was a big one. So I wrote it down, and then I switch it up. Whenever I dismiss myself, I feel abandoned. Big one, right? So then I went, "Oh my god, that's true." Whenever I had been dismissing my own thoughts, my own knowledge, and then I felt abandoned within myself, which made me uncomfortable, which then triggered all the mirroring. So once we understand that, then we can move forward and say, "Okay, now it's time to fix that. I got to start honoring myself." So I'm not saying that's what it is for you, but there's a mirror that you need to work out on yourself. You're also sitting in the great teacher of defeat today. So you could be sitting in something. I just feel like it doesn't matter what I do. What's the point of it? Because if I do something, it's just gonna fall flat on his face. Well, what has happened? Yes, then that's the energy you're putting out. So if you can switch that up, as in, wow, I got some really good lessons to learn, and maybe this time I won't have to. This is my last kick at it, or I don't have to sit in that spin cycle anymore. Now, when I acknowledge it, I can say, "Hey, I got you," and I can grab it and put it away. I don't need to walk into it, and I don't need to get stuck in the trap. So that's what you're sitting in. You're sitting in the beloved too, the radical acceptance, accepting of yourself, accepting of the information, accepting of that mirror image. Because when we understand the mirror image, whoo, it is big. So understand that mirror image, work through it. If you need any more help, please reach out. I'd be happy to work you through that. Um, Chrissy, you're most welcome. Is this mine? Is this mine? Floor. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I get going rattling here. Christian Inspired, thanks. What you do is great. Thank you. Natalie P, have a great day. You too. And your Crystal. Okay, I'll remember that, Crystal. Thank you so much for letting me know. Uh, it helps a lot when I know what their names are. So I really appreciate you all. And I hope that you have a good day. I hope I haven't missed anybody. My gosh, if I've missed you, please make a note in there, and I will be sure to get one to you. And whatever you're doing, I really, really. Oh, actually, no, I did you earlier, but let's do another one just to see what's going on. And I can't say your name. You're the lady that had D, and I had commented. It'll be in the review. So when you watch the message afterwards, but we're going to pull another one for you, okay? And but I'm going to pull another one anyway, because maybe you are needing two stones, because if that one slipped by and you thought it was for maybe another calling. So let's do this again. I really appreciate that. So you're sitting in number 3 as well, and number 3 of the earth count. is the plants, and it's asking you to no, I'm not getting anything. What is it asking? It's asking you one of my first thing is that it was asking you to nourish your body, but it's asking for plant medicine. And I don't mean pot and all that kind of stuff. I'm meaning herbs. Healing herbs are calling you. There's some healing herbs. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I would recommend that you see a herbalist or you do something with healing herbs and maybe even there you go, I got it. You're supposed to smudge or care for yourself today, even if it's in oils or anything along that line, but something is really really calling you for healing and relaxation today. There's a twist happening here though. Just a minute. You're sitting in the east, you're sitting in the great teacher of raw power. So raw power is I've got this extra energy. What am I supposed to do with it? No, you've been feeling drained and the plants are going to help you not feel a drain. Get her on the grass, get her on the grass or get her to a tree. So it's saying that plant medicine is the tree or the grass. That's what's calling you. And get to the tree, get to the grass and talk to them because there's something that you need to unlock that you're holding on to that needs to go. But allow yourself to actually call out. Can you kind of give sound, scream, that might help you too. And you're sitting in the many masks, yeah, of the authentic self. So that the many masks, what happens is I'm so busy being everything for everyone else that there's nothing left in the tank for me. And now it's telling you this is, you need to let all that go. You need to let everyone else's concerns, everyone else's worry go and just worry about your own, at least for 24 hours. Give yourself a full 24 hours to just do self-care and get into those trees. Talk to the tree, talk to the grass, talk to plants, and sink your feet, just like I told whoever it was, put their feet in soil. Go ahead and do that as well, because that earth is going to pump you with energy, because you need that plant medicine today. And that plant medicine is the earth, the grass, just being in. Even flowers, if you enjoy flowers, take a walk in a park today. Smell the roses. Don't pass them by. Smell the flowers today. Okay, I hope that helps you. uh, I hope. And please remember, you're welcome to review all this anytime you want and check out my videos. Like, subscribe, share. I love you guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate all your help and for everyone who came today. It's a big day today. Take care. Aho.